what about the leafy greens? We all know that they're healthy for us, but you also say they're really healthy for our brains.
They are really healthy for the brain. So dark leafy greens are packed with what are called micronutrients. So these are the protector molecules that, as I mentioned, give your brain the juice, the fire to create energy every single day. And research out of Rush University tells us that people who eat one large bowl of dark leafy greens every single day have brains that perform up to 11 years younger. That's pretty astonishing. I mean, there's no single drug in your pharmacy that's going to help your brain perform up to 11 years younger.
No, that is impressive. Okay, let's go to the second key. You say a genius brain means you need to get proper sleep. Why?
We've discovered over the past couple of years that when you sleep, your brain is actually cleansing itself of toxic proteins that aggregate over the course of the day. And we think that by having more of these proteins around in the brain, that's going to increase the odds that they clump together and form the plaques that we associated with aging, but specifically Alzheimer's disease, which is a disease that nobody, unfortunately, has ever recovered from. So when you sleep, you're basically giving your brain a car wash every night. And we also know that when you sleep, you're fortifying your hormones, your metabolic health.
Absolutely. Okay, listen, so many in the country who are even watching right now are sleep deprived. So starting tonight, what can they do to get the best sleep for their brain?
Exercising is crucial. You know, when you are active during the day and when you're engaging in physical exercise, you build up what sleep scientists refer to as sleep pressure. So it's basically the pressure for your body and your brain to reset itself once you finally retire for the evening. Now, if you're sedentary all day, then you're going to have very little sleep pressure, basically very little reason for your body and brain to get to sleep. So you got to increase that pressure, and the number one way to do that is to be active and to get exercise.
Your third key ingredient to a genius brain is being able to manage chronic illness. Explain that to me.
Yeah, so people who have chronic illnesses, unfortunately, are at higher risk for developing dementia. Today, 2/3 of adults are either overweight or obese, and half of the U.S. population either has diabetes or prediabetes. So this is essentially a ticking time bomb unless we fix our metabolic health. And all of the foods that I've mentioned, getting good quality sleep, these are all going to be a big help in terms of reducing our risk.
So, Max, what's the simplest thing people can do at home to manage their brain health and, of course, to stop it from aging so rapidly?
Getting lots of activity throughout the day, very important. Exercise is medicine for the brain. But then remembering, Dr. Ian, that you have 3 opportunities every single day. Those are 3 meals in the day, essentially, to make a brain healthy choice. So opting for what I call the genius foods, instead of for ultra-processed foods, your brain is going to thank you. It's going to thank you today, and it's going to thank you decades into the future.
Max, thank you so much for joining us. This is really great information.
Thank you, Dr. Ian.